triple fours of the Pittsburgh Nerd Podcast. I'm Sean.
I'm Ian, and this is the only podcast that says.
When you meet somebody that don't like soul food, they still got a soul. And it don't mean that you got no rhythm if you don't like rock and roll.
Play that.
But if you taste like mine, you like cider, not wine, and you're very different thing to do.
Let's get a pretty girl dancing to jug band music.
And a mess of barbecue. Barbecue is my spirit. I swear that it never fails. And your sauce mama makes just stays here forever if you dare to get it under your nails. Well, you may be born with a wolf at your door.
But money isn't everything.
You still got the sun and a river full of fun, and you always have a song to sing. So get the grin on your face, we're gonna replace it with a grin and a dream come true.
With a pretty girl dancing to jug band music.
And a mess of mama's barbecue.
It's that time of year, people.
It is.
It's Emmett Otter Jug Bad Christmas season.
It is.
Yes, it is. How are you, sir?
Well.
Good. It's trying to figure out the spacing here. We're back together. We're at your house. We're in the dining room. I'm touching the wallpaper.
That's right.
It's finally
It's magical.
I'm home.
Yeah.
So how you been? How was Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. We kind of cheated again this year.
Yeah.
Lisa did stuffing, and we did stuffing. We did corn souffle here.
Yeah.
Jamie brought some green bean casserole. Yuck. And yeah, it's just not one of my things.
Yeah.
And no, but it was good. I mean, hers wasn't yuck. I don't like green bean casserole, but hers was
Yeah.
excellent from what I did.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Excuse me.
and we got Bob Evans. Everything else,
Yeah. My parents, it was we went to the Carriage Inn.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
how was that?
Meh.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
It was
Wing night. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, it was wing night. We were there for wing night. It was an unusual thing. So apparently, somebody gave my sister a gift card
Okay.
for Thanksgiving. So they made 4 o'clock reservations. We get there at 4 o'clock. We're seated at our table, and we were there for a while. We were there for a good 10, 15 minutes. Like by the time we got to our seat and everything, like you know, like the way the Carriage Inn is set up is like it's like 3 rooms.
Yeah.
There's like the bar, and then there's like a small dining room and another small dining room. But it's like one dining room, it can be split in half.
Right.
And we were seated in the bar area, which I don't care because it wasn't like there was like a bunch of drunks at the bar or anything. Nobody's playing,
Yeah.
Nobody's playing Journey on the jukebox.
Yeah.
But the line ran all the way to the bar. Like it was like the buffet was in the back, and like it was like this like long ass line. So I'm like, I ain't in no hurry, so I'll just wait for this line to die down.
Uh-huh.
After about 10 minutes, it wasn't dying down.
Yeah.
So me and my dad were like, well, we might as well just get in line.
Yeah.
So while we're in line, now mind you, like we've been there at this point 15, 20 minutes.
Uh-huh.
And I guess the manager came to Tracy and said, we have a booking problem. We'll take money off of your bill if you'll sit at this island. Because like the way the bar is set up is like there's like on the like from where our table sat, if our table was like against the wall,
Uh-huh.
on the left-hand side was a bunch of tables, and on the right-hand side was the bar. In the middle's like this island with like bar stools for seating.
Okay.
And he's like, well, if you'll sit at that island, we'll take money off of your bill.
Okay.
And I was just like, fuck yeah, okay, no problem. You know, I mean, that's my parents, you know. Like, I don't care, you know. So, apparently, like, these people were out there. They thought they made a 4 o'clock reservation, or they're saying that they did. They didn't have them listed as having a 4 o'clock reservation. They were flipping out, and apparently to appease them, like, they tried to see if somebody would give up the table and sit at this island, which is what, you know, we ended up doing. And so that was like an oddball thing,
Yeah.
you know. Hey, the food was okay. The turkey was all right. Mashed potatoes were okay. I had a problem with the sweet potatoes.
Really?
Yeah. Like the sweet potatoes, like, I think it was like, I think there were marshmallows in there.
Okay.
So, like, you didn't see them. Like, it looked like just, like somebody, like, had, like, some, like, you know, like, just, like, shredded up sweet potatoes. And, like, I was like, you know, like, oh, I'll take some sweet potatoes. That sounds delicious. And, like, I got into it and, like, had, like, these, like bites of something in it. And I'm like, it must be marshmallows. Because, like, people put marshmallows in sweet potatoes, but we don't,
Yeah.
you know. And so I got, you know, I, like, a plate of that, and I think it made me sick.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I don't want to talk too much about, but, like, let's just put it this way. At 4 o'clock in the morning, I woke up with a horrible case of cramps. And I sat on the toilet for a good 45 minutes and sweat off about 5 pounds.
Holy hell.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, and I was like, you know, doubled over, moaning. I thought I was going to throw up at one point. Like, you know how you get, like, that taste in your mouth? Like,
Yeah.
like that pre-throw up, like,
Yeah.
here it comes, you know. And I was just like, you know, I could just feel it. And I'm like, so I've got, like, the trash can in front of me,
Oh, shit.
you know, like, ready.
This is for real.
Yeah, this was like, I was at DEFCON 2. You know? Like I'm, you know, we were, and it was like a horrible, like, 45 minutes. Like, and I woke up the next day and still felt, like, bad.
Really?
Like, I didn't eat until, like, 5 o'clock on
Really?
Friday. Like, I was afraid to eat, like, breakfast
Yeah.
or anything. Like, I had no appetite. And like, at 5 o'clock, I'm like, well, I gotta eat something.
Yeah.
You know, I feel okay, but, you know, a little nervous still. Like, luckily nothing happened, but still, like, I was like, something messed me up that I ate. And the only thing I put my finger on, like, it was either that or it was like, they also had, like, prime rib. And I think to me, the prime rib was a little too rare for my liking. And it was kind of, like, tough.
Yeah.
And I think either the sweet potatoes, because that's the other thing, like, I, like, didn't care for them, and then, like, I was like, something ain't right about this, or that piece of prime rib I had. And I was like, yeah, this is a little tough.
Anybody else get sick?
I didn't talk to my parents, so I don't know. But yeah, I was
You should talk to your family to see if any of them got sick.
I should, yeah. So that was a rough day. That was a rough night.
You feel better now, I guess.
I'm fine. Yeah, I feel fine today.
Yeah.
You know, you saw me now and down. I mean, you invited me over for dinner. We had a tremendous piece of cake. I'll post pictures of that on our Facebook and Twitter. But yeah, you know, burgers and hot dogs. I was chowing today. But yesterday, Black Friday, I was like, oh, I got the Black Fridays. You know.
Were you okay after that, though? The next day?
Well, yeah, like Friday I woke
By
up.
5, you were all right.
Yeah, like by 5, I was like, you know, I'm not hungry, but I know I should eat something at this point. And then, like, when I got off work at 10 o'clock, I was like, yeah, I am starving, and I'm going to Sheetz for some chili cheese dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I was fine at that point, you know.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I watched with my family, you know, because Thanksgiving is movie night with my family. Got to watch Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Oh, how was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks.
You know what? I think the thing with it was, it would be entertaining if I had children. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, because when you know this, when you're a parent, you end up watching a lot of kids' movies just because that's what you have to watch.
Right.
And I think if I had a child, is like I'm forced to watch all these. It wasn't that bad of a movie for a kids' movie, but to me, I was just like, oh, I'm so done with this. Fucking Clifford the Big Red Dog. Why?
Yeah.
You know.
It just didn't look that good.
Like afterwards, like after we watched it, my dad's flipping through the channels. We found Smokey and the Bandit, so I got that to cleanse my palate.
Yeah, yeah.
And a little Smokey and the Bandit action there. I was like, there we go. But yeah, that was basically my Thanksgiving. It was a hellacious day on the Tum Tum. Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder if anybody else got sick from that.
I gotta ask. I really didn't even think about it because it was like one of those deals where it was like, you know, something hit me and, you know.
Well, it definitely sounds like food poisoning.
Yeah. Like I said, like I woke up like and I was just like, oh my god, like, I just like these horrible cramps and I'm like even like to the point like I'm in the bathroom, I'm like trying to be quiet because like Nancy's sleeping and I'm like, oh, like moaning, like I was in such pain, you know. And I'm like, oh, this is the worst. I didn't even fucking drink. What the hell?
Yeah, yeah.
You know. Why have you forsaken me, Lord? You know.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I was.
I was gonna spend the time with the folks. It was nice. It was nice. Nice day with the family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just crashed early. Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to go to work the next day. Usual.
Yeah.
And then,
Excuse me.
yeah. Got up today. I got up at 5:30 today.
Jeez.
Yeah. Did
Jeez, oh man.
Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
Not at 5:30.
Right.
I got up to like 10:30.
Once you texted me, I'm like, I have an alarm set for 9 o'clock, and like usually, like especially like on Saturdays and Sundays, like when that alarm goes off, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna turn that off, roll over, and go back to bed, you know.
Yeah.
And when I saw it, like at 9 o'clock, so the alarm goes off, I go up and I get the phone, and I look at it, and I see a text from you, and I'm like, I hope this isn't important. And so I check it, and you're like, hey, you want to come over for dinner? I'm like, I didn't even look at the time of it. Like, I just thought, like, oh, I must have just said this to me or something. I'll answer when I wake up in about an hour. You know, well, 11 o'clock rolls around, I'm like, maybe I should get out of bed now. You know? And I thought, well, I should answer Ian's text. And I look at it, I'm like, you said this at like 6:57 in the morning. I know you're an early riser, but what the fuck, man?
Well, I usually am up at 4:30.
Yeah. So I was like, holy shit. You're thinking about dinner already?
I was just trying to plan out my day.
Yeah. So I was like, wow.
Oh, man. Yeah.
No, indeed.
So, I haven't watched anything. Did you catch up on Doom yet? Doom Patrol?
Yeah, I finished that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it did good.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked the season. It got a little too. Like I like the show because it pushes the envelope,
Yeah.
but I think this season went a little too far at times.
Yeah.
But overall, I still enjoyed the season.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking forward to next season.
Yeah. So
I like that Michelle Gomez is going to be a part of it next season again.
Yeah.
I like her a lot.
Yeah, me too. I like the evolution of Rita. I mean, that's pretty much what the season was.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll focus on someone else next season.
I'm hoping that. I mean, unfortunately, I think it's. I mean, again, a lot of focus is going to be on Jane.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of like, I don't want to say I'm getting tired of that character, but I'm tired of the constant internal drama of that character.
Yeah, me too. I just want to see Jane.
Yeah.
I like to see the personalities come out in fighting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or in, like in conversation or
Yeah.
something like that. But I'm good with Jane too.
Yeah. Yeah. But
I'd like to see Bomer's character
yeah.
come to life a little bit.
I think they do a good job of kind of like juggling those balls so that like every character kind of has a story per season. I think clearly this season was more about Rita than any other character.
Right.
But I think they do a good job of kind of like
I
no
think-
one character falls behind where you're just like they're just a background.
No, they
noise.
don't. No. No, they don't. But this, like I said, the focus has been on Rita mostly on this series.
Right.
Man, I guess Jane too.
Yeah.
But I'm good with that now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I know Rita's background now. I get her storyline, where she's
Yeah.
at. I mean, I don't need any more.
Yeah.
I mean, I like her. Don't get me wrong, but I mean,
Yeah.
don't overdo the storyline.
Right.
Same thing with Jane. It's time to move on.
Right.
You know what I mean? We kind of know Cliff too. The only thing we're kind of missing is Bomer's character.
Yeah. I mean, and we've got a lot of his information, but I think what's interesting is like the new negative spirit that's inside of him.
Yeah.
What's their relationship going to be like going forward?
Right.
That's kind of an interesting detail.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think with Larry, there's still a lot of ground to cover because it's a different journey now.
Right. We'll see.
Yeah.
So that ended well, like that.
Yeah.
And I watched Tick Tick Boom. That was really good. And Garfield. Well, I'm sure he'll be nominated for an Oscar for that.
Now, for those who don't know, I mean, this is the movie. It's on Netflix, and basically, it's about the guy who wrote Rent, right?
Larson. Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of like his
His journey.
his journey and psychological issues.
Yeah, it kind of, yeah. And it started off when he was writing this play and writing a play,
Right.
musical,
Right.
like theater workshops and stuff like that.
Right.
And living in New York, penniless,
Yeah.
best friend. Growing up as kids, they dreamt to go to New York. You know, that
Yeah.
kind of deal.
Yeah.
And he ends, well, spoilers, whoever's going to watch it. It turns out, you know, toward the end, the friend has AIDS.
Yeah.
And it's in the 80s. It's that
Yeah.
time everyone's dying.
Right. Yeah.
But that's a lot of what Rent's focused on, too.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Rent's clear. I mean, that's clearly going to be the
There's no
inspiration of this.
mention of Rent in this until
Yeah.
the end. Until the very end.
Yeah.
Because it says he goes on to he never even saw Rent.
Yeah.
Like the day it was opening, he died of an
Yeah.
aortic aneurysm. So, but Garfield, I had no idea that was him. None.
Yeah.
Like I haven't watched a lot of his other stuff,
Right.
which I'm definitely going to.
Yeah.
Because he's that good. And this, he was phenomenal.
Yeah.
He literally transformed himself into this character.
Yeah.
And this character was a singer, and this, that, and the other. And Garfield was just, he had 1 year of music training
Yeah.
with a,
Yeah.
music coach, voice coach.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like, I had no idea this dude. I mean, like, he encapsulated the character of Larson
Yeah.
Because I've seen videos of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Old stage stuff and
Yeah.
everything. And but it's cool listening to the music because you can hear from his old stuff how he wrote.
Yeah.
Because he kind of changed the way musicals were done.
Yeah.
In a sense. There's Cats, and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Like Phantom of the Opera, stuff like that.
Kind of crap. And then all of a sudden it goes to this kind of
Yeah. Rent begat.
Yeah.
Like basically great grandfather of Hamilton.
Yeah, it's
And like the
crazy.
way musicals have evolved since then.
Yeah.
And,
But even in that old stuff, even in that theater stuff, those groups here, you can hear
yeah.
how he wrote because you can hear it in Rent. And
Yeah.
you can hear the voices, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, it was excellent. Lynn did this. This was his first directorial debut.
Yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda, who
Yeah.
Hamilton, and he wrote Hamilton, and he wrote In the Heights.
In the Heights, he also did most of the music on the Disney cartoon. The one with the rock.
Oh,
Not
Moana.
yeah, Moana.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's really cool because they're paying homage to Larson
Right.
in a sense.
Yeah.
Does that make
Yeah.
sense? And so there's a couple of scenes. There's this one diner scene, which is, man, it was amazing. And like I said, it's a musical, so it'll be acting for a while, and then they'll break out in song, but it goes well. It's not like you always watch a Disney cartoon, oh, I feel a song coming on.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that. It was like acting, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
it just kind of flowed.
Yeah.
It's almost like how he wrote,
Right.
in a sense.
Yeah.
But there was this one scene in the diner where like every musical anybody was in this diner.
Yeah.
And they were just showed up as normal people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Bernadette Peters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was just all these, musical legends.
Yeah.
Legends of the stage.
Yeah.
Coming to pay homage to this scene.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was.
That's good.
Yeah, it was that good.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think I almost liked it better than In the Heights.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good too.
Yeah.
And Lynn was the cook, of course.
Of course. Yeah.
In New York.
Yeah.
So I highly suggest it to anybody that likes musicals or likes that style, Rent, Hamilton, that vibe. I would definitely check this out.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's not nominated, I will absolutely be shocked,
Right.
like downright shocked,
Yeah.
because the transformation it's night and day.
Right.
You know what I mean? People say, like they get into character and just, method actors and stuff like that, but to train someone in a year to sing like this
Yeah.
and act on top of that, that's quite a feat.
Yeah.
I mean, that takes years to master.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he didn't even know he sang.
Right.
It was amazing. Yeah, truly. And he looks just like him.
Yeah.
I'm not just like him, but
Right.
he resembles him.
Right.
Often. So yeah, watch that. And, now that I went off about that, I don't know what's next. There's a couple things that are on. I want to get into.
Yeah.
I started watching that. The one about the Demons, the same guy that wrote Squid Game.
Okay. I don't know.
Anyway. Not Overlord.
I don't know.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Anyway. Sort of like I watched the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Started the third. And the first episode was amazing.
Yeah.
And it's like, when it's your time to die, these fucking things come for you.
Right.
And it is very frightening.
Yeah. Right.
These things come from like, I guess hell. I don't know if it's hell or alien. I haven't really decided yet.
Yeah.
Or another dimension. Hellbound. That's the name of the show. And I don't really quite know. But I'm only on episode 3. And then episode 2 kind of got long-winded for me.
Right.
I'm like, because they know the time that they're going to die.
Right.
Or when these things are going to come for them.
Right.
Something happened, they did something bad in their past, something.
Right.
And know the time. And so that all of a sudden in the second episode, news media gets a hold and they're going to film it.
Right.
Blah, 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 blah. And this, that, and the other. And high rollers want front row seats. And it's becoming like that, right?
Right.
And then they come out. These huge beast-looking things. Like 8, 9 feet tall.
Right.
Bigger than Thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
All dark. You can see eyes and a mouth, and that's really it.
Yeah.
It's artistically pretty good. And violently kill these people. I'm not talking like...
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm talking like brutalizing these
Yeah.
people. And then they all look at them at the same time, and it's like they suck their soul and they light them on fire.
Yeah.
And they burn them to a crisp, and all that's left is this body, this burnt body.
Wow.
It's crazy,
Yeah.
right? But the first episode, what attracted me is like, you know, this guy started to run in the middle of the streets, and they finally caught up to him, and they were throwing him around like Hulk threw Loki around.
Yeah.
But with blood.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like I was shocked. I was like, holy hell, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
And then that second episode was kind of a sleeper
Yeah.
to the end, and it was hard. And then the third one started like a sleeper for me too, and I
Yeah.
was like, I'm going to bed. I'm too tired. I don't have the energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, anyway, I'm going to try to probably tonight watch the third episode, at least, to get that in my
Yeah.
stomach. See if because I'm still unsure.
Right.
You know?
I get that.
It's not like Squid Game, which really,
Kind of hooked you.
It
and
did.
took you through the ride.
it did. It took me right
Yeah.
from the beginning. I just wanted to see every single episode.
Yeah.
This one is not. It's not doing that. The first episode did. That's why
Yeah.
I watched episode 2.
Right.
And then it was a sleeper sort of for me, so I just gotta give it some time, I guess. So yeah, watch that. But there's a couple other shows. Wheel something.
Wheel of Time.
Yeah, Wheel of Time.
Yeah, it's on
wanna watch-
Amazon.
Yeah, I want to watch that.
Yeah.
It looks good. There's that new Will Smith movie, the Serena Williams story.
Yeah. King Richard. I want to watch
King
that.
Richard, I want to watch that. I did watch that Ryan Reynolds movie.
Yeah, we talked about that Red Notice.
No, the other one. The one where it's the
Free Guy.
yeah.
Where'd you watch that at? Would you rent that?
No. Yeah, we rented it.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah. So I watched some stuff, I guess.
The only thing I've watched, and I'm disappointed in myself because I'm behind on stuff. But I have Stars free this week, and I started watching Heels.
Heels. Okay.
Yeah, and it stars Stephen Amell and Alexander Ludwig. who he was somebody in Vikings. I don't know who he played in Vikings, but like his like big credit was like Vikings. But it's about
What's his name?
Alexander Ludwig,
Okay.
and the show's about they're in like an independent wrestling federation in like southern Georgia.
Oh, him. Okay.
And it's like one of those deals where it's like, once a week they all come down to the Duffy Dome, to cheer on their, like, they don't travel. It's just, they have this little shithole, like, it looks like it was like an old warehouse they turned into like a quote unquote Coliseum,
Yeah.
And that's where they put on their shows once a week. And, the town comes out. It's like, it reminds me a lot. It has a feel of like Friday Night Lights a little bit.
Okay.
In that, like, this is what the town does. Like with Friday Night Lights, it's always like, it's West Texas football. That's what the town does on Friday nights. Home or away, the town's going to watch football. And
Right.
But with this, it's like on Sunday nights, the town comes out to cheer on their favorite wrestlers.
Yeah.
And it's been an interesting show. Like I like Stephen Amell. I liked him when he was in Arrow. I liked his portrayal of the Green Arrow. I've seen him in other stuff, and he's always pretty good, and he's very good in this. Ludwig has been very good. A few of the other people have been very. James Harrison is in this.
Really?
Yeah. Former Steelers outside linebacker James Harrison is an actor now.
Is he good?
Yeah, he's actually not bad.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't had much to do so far, but he has this one scene at the beginning of one episode and he's like a recovering like addict, and like he's holding his AA meeting in the warehouse where like the ring's sitting behind him and everything, but he's having this AA meeting, and he goes off on this speech about recovery and what it's meant to him. And it's like, I like sitting there like, I can't believe James Harrison's like, this believable. And I mean, so it's like, I was rather impressed by like his acting ability.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't had much to do in the show, but like that one moment where he kind of got to shine a little bit as an actor, I was like, well, he seems pretty good at this.
Yeah.
You're like, holy hell, good for him. But overall, it's been very. I haven't finished it yet. I got 2 more episodes left, so I'll probably watch them tomorrow after the Steeler game. But that's all I've had a chance to watch. I got all screwed up like all week. Like Thanksgiving screws up my watching schedule,
Right.
and then Friday got screwed up because Thursday was screwed up, and so like I'm trying to like kind of I haven't watched a new episode of Discovery. I haven't watched Hawkeye yet. Like there's a bunch of shit I haven't watched yet.
Discovery started.
Yeah, you didn't know?
Now it started.
Yeah. First episode was very good.
Okay. That's what I'll be watching too.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Fuck this other show. I'm watching Discovery. Yeah.
No, but Ludwig did with he played Ragnar's son. Bjorn
Okay.
in Vikings.
Yeah.
He was the son of Ragnar.
Okay.
Or what's his name?
Okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I knew you'd know him from. I mean, when I saw he also played. Apparently, he played like one of the. He was in one of the Hunger Games movies. He played like a.
I don't know that. I don't remember that, but I'm sure he did.
Yeah, Nancy looked it up. She said, if you would have told me he was in the Hunger Games, I'm like, I don't remember him from Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought he was in Vikings, and I know, a lot of people have watched that.
Yeah, we have. Well, we watched it up to a certain point.
Yeah. But,
After
your boy died.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
that was the whole point of the show.
It's kind of like trying to watch The Walking Dead after Rick left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, it's kind of like just took this nosedive.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. I don't think the series. The show probably wasn't even that bad.
Yeah.
But
Your buy-in's gone.
my buy-in's gone. I mean,
Yeah.
you lost your lead actor,
Yeah.
and it's like.
Yeah.
I mean, there was it was always between him and Lagatha. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and then
Right.
you get rid of him, and he's like the main focus, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't really care about anybody else anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly,
I
yeah.
think that's what happened to the show.
Yeah.
People just were like, I mean, Bjorn Ludwig had more of a prominent role, I think,
Yeah.
but it was just kind of lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, Nancy was like, "Oh, if you told me he was so and so in Hunger Games, like, well, I didn't go look up his fucking IMDb. I just saw he was in the fucking Vikings, you know.
Yeah.
So, pardon me. But yeah, overall, good show. I mean, if you have stars, I would even recommend it if you're not a fan of pro wrestling, because like the stories are interesting.
Yeah.
It's not about it's about pro wrestling, but it's not about pro wrestling. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Friday Night Lights was about high school football, but not about high school football.
Yeah.
You know, so I'd highly recommend it. It's a good show. It's well done, and I've enjoyed it thus far.
That's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, it's the only thing I've watched. Like I said, second episode of Discovery. I didn't get to watch that yet. I'm trying to think of what else. Like I said, Hawkeye. I want to watch that, but me and Nancy haven't had a chance to be together to watch it because she's like, you can't watch it without me.
Yeah.
That's about it. Like, I mean, there's some things I'm kind of waiting for too. Like, what is it? December 3rd, season 3 of Lost in Space.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait for that. End of December is the second season of The Witcher. Can't wait for that. So I mean, there are some things that are dropping. I want to watch Wheel of Time.
Yeah.
So I mean, there are a bunch of things that are kind of dropping right now, and I'm having a hard time kind of keeping up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's so much. Plus I'm watching stuff. Stuff on Apple TV, like Foundation, which I don't think I've talked about very much, but that's been very, very good. I've enjoyed that so far.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna spend Sunday and then like Monday night like trying to catch up on some shit.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You off Monday?
No, but like after work, like I come downstairs and I'll watch like 3 hours of TV before I go to bed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I'm trying to was there something I watched on Sunday last week? Because Sunday the Steelers game wasn't until the night, so like I didn't even watch I didn't watch football until like the Sunday night game,
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember what I watched on Sunday. 'Cause I feel like I watched something. I can't remember. I can't remember for the life of me. That sucks. Oh well, it must not have been that good. But we did watch the Pitt game today. That was exciting.
Yeah, it was.
It was. Pitt 10 wins, first time since 1981.
That's crazy, dude.
It is. It's nuts.
Like, what planet are we on right now?
Like, and it's funny. Like, as a Pitt fan, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
I know.
Like, next week will be the ACC championship game. Like, and like Pitt's been. This will be the second time Pitt's been to an ACC championship game since they joined the ACC. And the first time they were playing, an undefeated Clemson team that was going to go on to win the national title, and they got just trucked in that game.
Yeah.
And like I try to like tell myself, well, if Pitt had any sort of semblance of offense that year, because they they were awful. They were carried by their defense, and the defense kept them in the. I tried telling myself stories about like Pitt could have won that game. No, they got trucked in that game. You know, and like so this is like they're gonna play Wake Forest. That like there's no reason Pitt should lose this game, but I will be nervous as fuck. Like when that game's on, I will just be like a ball of nerves because I know it's like just Pitt's destiny not to win.
Is this next week?
Next week, yeah.
Okay.
Next Saturday. So it's like that thing of like maybe it'll be close and they'll be winning the game and then they'll give up a final second touchdown. Like just as a Pitt fan, I'm just waiting for that other shoe to drop
Right.
because this has been too magical of a season for Pitt, you know. But hopefully I'm wrong. But to me, it's Scotty Reynolds going coast to coast all over again. Like, you know, if you're a Pitt fan, you know that's a tearjerker right there.
We'll see.
We will see. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Penguins are being sold. What'd you think of that?
I think Marion's keeping stake.
He'll be a minority owner.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, you know, I ain't gonna keep him around because he's, you know, Mario Lemieux.
Yeah.
You know.
I forget the company that owns them.
It's gonna be the Fenway.
Yeah, they own the Red Sox, right?
Yeah, they own the Red Sox. They own some European soccer team.
Yeah.
I know they own a NASCAR team as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is gonna be.
Might be good.
I'm sure. Like I feel confident. Like it's one of those things where it's like.
It's not like the Pirates deal.
Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like this is going to be a group of people who are still going to be willing to spend money and want to win. Like
Yeah.
this group that they're being sold to,
Yeah.
which I'm fine with. You know, unfortunately, it's not the team I wanted to see sold.
Right.
I wanted to see the Pirates sold.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you know. But it's something that like you know I guess. The team, like I remember like hearing us like 6 years ago saying like you know they wanted to sell the team.
Yeah.
You know, and you know I guess somebody finally came up with the right price.
Right.
But it also makes me sad a little bit because it's like you know he's gonna be like a minority owner. He's not the owner,
Yeah.
and not that he was now. Like I mean I think Ron Burkhart owned more of the team than he did,
Right.
but it's still like. He was the guy in the owner's box.
Right.
And now I feel like he's no longer going to be that guy in the owner's box.
Right.
You know, it'll be special when Mario comes around now. Instead of it be like, you know, oh, by the way, it's Mario.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I get it.
yeah. I get it too. I mean, you know, you bought the team out of bankruptcy. You've made your money and then some.
Yeah.
You know, it's time to cash in and, you know, enjoy life.
Yeah. I think it's what he's doing.
I think so too. I like, you know, his wife is probably like, you know, I like to like travel. Like, well, we got a can all the time. Like, no, I would like to travel. You know, you know.
Well, think how long he was sick too, and had to deal with that.
Oh yeah,
Going back to play, and then retired, and bought the team. You know what I mean? Like
unretired, bought the team. Yeah, I mean, all sorts of, you know, craziness.
maybe he's just arrested it,
I'm sure. I
but
mean,
live life.
yeah, I'm sure. I mean, it can't being being involved in the day to day of an ownership of a franchise. I'm sure is not an easy thing.
No.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you like to think it is, but I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's more than just, hey, let's put a good team on the ice. I'm sure it's like, oh, hey, yeah, we need a budget to fix this, and we need a new Zamboni, and
Yeah.
you know, we need to allocate funds for this, and it's like, fuck.
Well, it's budgeting now. You
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like, but I mean, point is, it's more than just like, hey, I'm gonna go up in the owner's box and root for the team.
Right.
You know.
Meetings and
Yeah.
business decisions. And,
Horse shit.
yeah.
Like a bunch of horse shit. You know that
Yeah.
nobody wants to deal with. You know. We like to make a deal to have our sticker on your helmet. You know, shit like that.
Right.
It can't be any worse though. Like, I remember like with the Civic Arena, like they found ways to monotonize everything.
Yeah.
Like the steps going up the ring, like going up the steps that had commercials on them.
Oh, yeah.
Like everything, like the dome at the end of it, like had like this giant ad on it and shit. Like it was like one of those things where, like it was like they squeezed every penny out of that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
You know, where like I don't see that with PPG Arena. Like it doesn't like there's not like ads for number one Cochran on the steps and shit. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's monotonized, but it's like not as badly as like the Civic Arena was.
It, do you remember the vending lines at the Civic Arena?
Oh yeah,
Oh, those were nightmares.
yeah,
Oh. I like how it's set up now.
yeah. Like it had those little mini Kennywood mazes you had to go through and shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's in the middle of everything.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's so much better. The new arena's nice.
yeah.
It is. I like it.
That place is like 10 years old now.
Still nice.
Yeah. It's funny thinking about shit like that, and you're like, I mean, like the fucking like the Igloo was like 60 years old when they tore that down or something. Like it was built in like 60.
Oh,
Yeah, it was around long before the Penguins were.
yeah.
You know.
Was it?
Yeah,
Uh,
because it was built for concerts.
yeah.
Like it was meant for like the symphony and shit. That's why it could open up.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, like it was meant for like open air concerts and stuff. Like so, like the fact that they kind of created it, you know, they rebuilt it to like for hockey is impressive because that's not what it was originally constructed for. Originally, you know.
You're right.
So it's like one of those things where, like, I mean, that building was just
Almost.
beloved and missed, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
like, because it was like, I mean, there'll never be another place like that. That's for sure. I don't care how nice the new place is. There was something about like that dome. You know?
61, I think.
Yeah,
And the Penguins came in at 67.
yeah. So 6 years before. I mean, like in like places like the Hornets, like they played in Oakland and shit.
Yeah.
They didn't play at the arena.
Penguins took their name from the igloo-like appearance of Mellon Arena.
Yeah.
The blue jerseys.
Ugh. I was never a fan of them.
This is the original jersey.
I know, but it's like I wasn't a fan of the blue jerseys.
I didn't mind them.
Yeah. Like especially like when they made like the third jersey and everything. Like it was like,
They had, in my old house, McKeesport,
Yeah.
I had that. Remember my back door?
Yeah.
You remember to go out in the back?
Yeah.
It was that glass door. It was
Yeah.
glass and then screen in the summer.
Yeah.
But the glass door had a blue Pittsburgh
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
sticker emblem,
Yeah.
which I always thought was cool.
Yeah.
Instead of the black and gold, it was blue. Get one of the original stickers.
Yeah.
From '68.
Well, speaking of Pittsburgh history, did you see? You know, the USFL is going to make a comeback
Yeah.
as a spring football league. They're owned by Fox, and they announced this week who the first 8 teams are going to be
All right.
for the inaugural season, and they're resurrecting the Pittsburgh Maulers.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
that is.
Same logo?
Pretty much. I mean, it's updated. Like, you can tell it's the same logo, but it's like been like modernized a little bit.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's
What do you think it's going to be like?
well
It's
they
going to be like last Boy Scoutish?
they said that the first season is going to be all 8 teams are going to play at a neutral site.
All right.
I don't know why. I don't know if it's a COVID thing or what, but they're going to have the inaugural season like at one location.
Okay.
And then from there, like the next season, they're going to look for like, and I think part of it also has to do with like, I think this is one of those going to be slapdash issues where like, we haven't put all of our we haven't got everything together like we want to. We're just trying to hurry up and get a season going.
Okay.
And so I mean, that's why they're deciding to do it all in one location. But each team is like they used 8 original USFL team names.
Okay.
So it's like the Pittsburgh Maulers, the Philadelphia Stars, the Birmingham Stallions, the Tampa Bay Bandits, the Houston Gamblers, the Michigan Panthers. I can't remember who the other team is. I can't remember. But they're like, so they had like all the, like, so they're using like all original USFL logos and copyrights. But I think like, again, like the whole problem is the entire league is owned by Fox Sports.
Right.
I think that's the problem with like these startup leagues and why they fail. Because they're all owned by one entity. Whereas I think it would behoove them, like one of the reasons why I think the USFL succeeded is they had individual owners for the teams. The Pittsburgh Maulers were owned by the Bartolos.
Okay.
You know, the New Jersey Generals were owned by Donald Trump.
Yeah.
You know, so like it's one of those things where like, and the Generals were the other team. But like, so they were taught like to me, like any other league has come along since the USFL and it's failed, it's all been owned by one entity. There's only one ownership.
Yeah.
Where if I think you had 8 individual owners for the 8 individual teams, they would know how to monetize their local market.
Monopolize.
Monetize.
Oh, monetize.
Monetize. Sorry.
Okay.
And
Which
make
they will monopolize.
yeah, which they would monopolize, but you know, monetize their local market so that you could draw fans.
Right.
Whereas if you're like doing it like the AAF or the XFL tried, and the Rock is going to try again, like with one ownership group, like who wins?
Yeah.
You know. Well,
Yeah,
the
it becomes more of a
yeah,
it becomes more of a gladiator sport.
yeah.
Or in a sense.
Yeah, like you only have one owner of the entire league, but you have 8 teams all playing for one owner, essentially.
Right.
You know, I think that's the real problem. But I'm sure it's also can't be easy to find 8 billionaires who are willing to like put up the money.
Yeah.
You know.
True. And then Fox is just gonna fund the whole thing.
Yeah.
And they'll cancel it in a year.
Yeah.
Because that's what Fox does.
Yeah, that's what Fox does. Well, I mean, the goal is always going to be find a way to get the NFL to partner with you.
No way.
Like, let the NFL, like, say, okay, we see a feeder system here. We'll fund you 25%.
Yeah.
You know, or some shit like that. That's what you're looking for. That's what all of them have been looking for.
Yeah.
You know, it's the NFL to come in and like, you know, give them that sweetheart deal.
Right.
And then, but the NFL can like grab players at will.
Right.
You know. Where like the original USFL was trying to build, you know. 'Cause I always think one of the problems is like okay, so you have a team like I always think the Arena Football League suffered from this. So you have a team, like, I have a team in my area, but the team isn't the same every year.
Yeah.
Guys don't come back
Right.
for whatever reason. You know, they end up maybe on a different team or whatever, but it's never the same team year to year.
Yeah.
And it's hard to build with the original USFL. You know, Steve Young played for the LA Express exclusively. He didn't go anywhere else unless he was traded.
Yeah.
You know, Jim Kelly was, you know, the Houston Gamblers quarterback. You knew for the 2 years he was there, the 3 years he was there, that was the quarterback of the Houston Gamblers. And you could build that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Instead, you know, we're trying to be a feeder system, so, you know, somebody can come down here, get there, or, you know, we take an NFL quarterback, they can send them down. We have a partnership with them, and he can come in and get reps.
Right.
You know, shit like that. Like, that's what they're looking for. Yeah, so the Steelers could send Dewey Haskins to the Maulers with the USFL, and he gets some playing time. So you can see how he does. And, you know, like a minor league system for the NFL.
Right.
You know.
Fingers.
Yeah, that's what everybody is always hoping for.
Right.
But,
Nah.
yeah.
And Fox will sign them to contracts where they won't be able to leave.
Yeah.
Watch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be malarkey.
It will be.
You know. But guys are so desperate. You know. Like those teetering guys. Like those guys who are like, they were the 54th man.
Yeah.
You know.
Like McLeod. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Like Ray McLeod. Like those guys who, like, you know, made it to the last day of cuts.
Yeah.
You know, oh man, I was this close. I was this close. You know, I'll sign with the spring league. I'll get some more playing time. I'll put some film up. I'll see how good I am, and I'll make the team next. You know, because I mean, at the end of the day, you know, nobody wants to say like, well, yeah, I played in the XFL.
Right.
You know, that's not a badge of honor. You know, I played in the AAF. I played in the Arena League for 13 years. You know, nobody wants to say that. Everyone wants to be Kurt Warner. Yeah, I played there a couple of years, and I, you know, won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So,
It's a good story though for Kurt Warner.
well, I'm making a movie. They made a movie.
Yeah, saw that.
Yeah, I don't know how good it's going to be. It looks like one of those like Christian home movies. It does. I mean,
Brought to you by Channel 40.
yeah, exactly. You know.
Yeah. But still a good story.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a great story. I mean, especially back then.
Yeah. Good for him.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, Kurt Warner's a good guy.
Yeah.
You know. I have no ill will towards Kurt Warner whatsoever, except for one game. You know. But even then, like, I didn't, like, I was like, well, if we lose to Kurt Warner, and Larry Fitzgerald gets a ring, I feel okay with that.
Yeah.
You know. Not that okay, but okay enough I can swallow it, you know.
Yeah. Kurt Warner. God, how long was that ago? 10 years ago?
What, Super Bowl 43?
When was that?
2008.
2010, 11, 13 years.
Yeah.
Time is flying by, son.
That's almost, I mean,
You're getting old.
you're telling me. Just turned 49.
I know.
I was telling Ellen I'll be 50 next year. When I was 25, I didn't think I was going to make it to 40.
Right.
Well, 50, I'm staring 50 in the face. You know. I'm not comfortable with that at all.
50 makes me feel like the toilet, man.
Oh, this is the worst. Yobo Goya.
Give me a wet cloth.
Yeah.
You gotta cool down.
Oh. I swear to
Did
God.
you open the window? You had to have opened the window.
No, I didn't. Because the problem, I don't want to open the window because it's like behind me,
Okay.
and it's like one of those like you gotta like pull it open like this,
Yeah.
not like up and down. And I was like, yeah. And Nancy's got like these seahorses and shit on like it's like a big shelf,
Okay.
you know. And then the window, and I was like, I don't feel like fucking with all that. But I mean, it felt like it was a million fucking degrees in that bathroom, and then. Like the heating vent is right next to the toilet, so like that was kicking on like every once in a while. I'm just like, oh, too hot, no. What's the temperature set at? It's 1 billion degrees in here.
It's 106.
Yeah,
My shit is boiling.
yeah. I feel like I just run a marathon. The worst.
It is, dude.
Absolute fucking worst.
At least you didn't puke.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
That'd have been the worst.
oh. And I thought I was going to.
It sounds like one of your fast hot moments.
Yeah. Like, but I mean, like, it was just like, I never passed out. And I was like worried about it. Because, like, the wall's a little too far away. Like, I like the apartment, that wall's a little far.
Yeah.
Like it would have been hard to hit it. And, you know, going the other way is, you know, basically taking me into the tub.
Right.
And falling forward would have, like, you know, taken me right into the sink head first. I would have been bleeding all over myself. Like, so it was like,
Nancy calls the paramedics. You're laying in vomit with a shit ass.
yeah. It's covered in my own blood and shit.
I think he's dead.
Yeah.
It smells like death in here.
Yeah. I'm just laying there like,
Yeah, exactly. Bleeding.
that's a death rattle.
Fucking shit ass.
Yeah.
All messy.
Yeah.
What a scene.
Yeah. Oh.
Paramedics kick in the door. Fucking the vapors hit him.
Oh. How long have you been in here?
Mask up, boys. This is definitely a rescue.
Some bean comes in just licking my forehead.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, at least that's over with.
Yeah.
Till next year.
Yeah.
Would you go back?
What? Like, I mean, the problem is, like, I don't know what it was. Like, I'm assuming that this is what it was. You know what I mean? I don't know.
You gotta talk to your parents.
I do. Yeah, I should. I would have to call him. But like, I mean, that's my assumption is like, you know, is either that prime rib or that the sweet potato, and cause like it would like pain me if like turkey turned its back on me like this.
Right.
Like I can handle the prime rib because it like I said, it looked a little raw and a little tough when I ate it. Like it was hard to cut.
Yeah.
Like so like the prime rib, I'm like, yeah, if you fucked me over, I understand. But the turkey, like the only thing I could have eaten like had like anything like could have like made you sick was like the turkey, and like it didn't look undercooked. It tasted
It was cross-contaminated with
Yeah.
beef because the beef wasn't cooked all the way through.
right, but I mean the beef was like all the way over here. Like there was
Well, you don't know what happened in the kitchen.
True. But it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, if the turkey betrayed me, that would hurt.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the turkey wasn't that bad.
That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
The cross-contamination would have happened well before that.
Yeah.
But, you know, the outside was cooked. Was it pre-sliced?
Yeah. Yeah, because she was just kind of like, going in with tongs and putting in a couple.
Yeah, usually it's easier with like non-pre-sliced.
Yeah.
Like carving station.
Yeah.
Then you know.
Yeah, because the prime rib was a carving station.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was a carving station?
Prime rib was. Turkey wasn't.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. But it may have not been the prime rib.
Yeah.
I don't know. You need to call your parents.
Yeah.
Because if none of them got sick,
Well, it was just me getting a bug.
something.
Yeah.
Something you ate before that.
The only other thing I ate before that was cold pizza.
Been left out.
No,
Fridge.
in the fridge. And that was from and I'd eaten that the day before too. Like not cold pizza, but I'd had we ordered the pizza the Wednesday before Thanksgiving,
Yeah, yeah.
and I just put the leftovers in the fridge and had like 2 slices for breakfast.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
That's good breakfast.
breakfast of champions in my book. I don't get how people get disgusted by it. I mean, there's some people out there who will tell me like I'm wrong for eating cold pizza.
What?
I don't know. I get a damn thing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I'm not eating it raw. I mean, just eating it cold, refrigerated from the night before.
I know people that have left pizza out for 2 days and they go back and eat it.
Oh yeah. In my younger days, I've done that.
I can't.
Yeah, I get like when I was like 20 something.
Yeah, I didn't even do it back
Yeah. I go to somebody's house. I'm like, "You want some pizza?" I'm like, "How old is it?" Like, "It's been there for a couple days." Fuck it.
then. I won't even eat lunch meat after 3 days.
Really?
After the third day in the fridge, I refuse to eat it.
Wow.
If I can't see a date,
Yeah.
on, like say cottage cheese or sour cream or yogurt or something
Yeah.
like that. If I can't see a date, because a lot of times when you buy dairy products, sometimes you can barely make out the date, or
Yeah.
it gets wet somehow.
Yeah.
or
Yeah. It gets
it's
smudged.
it's on the writing of the
Yeah.
actual product, and you can't read it. I want it.
Wow.
I want it.
See, I went food shopping today, and I bought a pound of chipped ham.
Okay.
That'll last me till next Saturday.
Yeah.
Because I only eat it like in the mornings. Like I fry it up with my eggs.
Yeah.
You know,
After 3 days, it's done.
Tuesday you'd have that shit thrown out. Wow.
I
Wow.
buy, I'll buy lunch meat, but I usually only buy like half pounds
Yeah.
or quarter pounds.
Yeah.
If it's something just for me, like roast beef or something, I'll buy a quarter pound.
Yeah.
Because I'll eat it in 3 days, 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And weird like that.
No, I mean I don't get anything wrong. I mean,
But you know me, I don't like leftovers either. I
Yeah.
never eat leftovers. Rarely, unless it's like a burger.
yeah.
Sometimes pizza, but only if there's pepperoni on it. Because pepperoni's like cockroaches. It's so preserved that it'll just last forever.
Yeah.
Any other kind of meat I usually want to eat leftovers on.
Yeah.
Like pepperoni. On
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah.
Like sausage and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Wow.
Yeah, I've always been like that.
Like I'm not a big leftover person either.
Yeah.
Because usually I'm just cooking for myself.
Yeah.
And like Nancy will make shit like it'll be like a ton of leftovers and then she bitches. She's like, "Why didn't you eat the leftovers?" I'm like, "Oh, I forgot they were fucking there," you know. So, I'm not big on leftovers either, but like when you order a pizza, I usually plan that. So well, here's breakfast tomorrow and maybe dinner too. You get a large pizza and you get
Yeah. Divvy it up.
yeah, and then other than that, outside of that, everything else I try to make, I try to keep just to a meal.
Yeah, and I usually try to warm my pizza. If I'm going to eat pizza, I usually try to warm it up in the oven.
Yeah,
Set it to 300. And
yeah,
I feel like it comes out better that way.
yeah,
When you do it in the microwave, it just tastes like rubber.
yeah,
But that's why I like eggs, because I can cook an egg fresh.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Put it on toast.
Yeah.
I feel that's, same day, fresh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm weird like that in the fridge.
Yeah.
If it's past expiration date, I won't eat or drink it.
Yeah.
Won't do it with medicine either.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, medicine. Like,
Well, Tylenol is good probably another 6 months. Or
Yeah.
More. Just the strength goes down.
yeah.
But I'll be damned.
I can't. I was gonna say yeah, medicine, but I think to myself like there have been a few times I've like had a cold and like probably had some sketchy NyQuil.
Dust on the cap.
Yeah, like it's maybe 2 years old. I think it's still good.
It's absent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If anything, it's gotten stronger.
Yeah.
It's like whiskey. It's aged.
Right. Like old crow in a barrel.
Yeah. then like a jackass, I'm just cutting the top, like they were taking the top off and just like right to my lips, like I'm
That's how
fucking
my mom used to take medicine.
yeah, like I'm doing a shooter and jack out of a bottle.
Right. And she used to drink Pepto like that. She drank antacid like that. She drank other antacid.
Yeah,
She drank Lomotil like that, which is a diarrhea medication
Yeah.
or whatever.
yeah,
Swigged it.
yeah.
Like, how do you even know how much you're taking?
I can tell.
Get the edge off here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's being like, I mean, like Pepto too. Like I'm the same way. Like crack open a bottle of Pepto and just take a big old mouthful.
Yeah.
Swallow it down.
Yeah, I have to be precise.
Yeah,
I know. I don't know why. But I've always been like that.
yeah.
I don't know.
I used to try to be like my mom. Like when I was a kid, like she'd like, because back then it was like the teaspoon. You should like have a fucking teaspoon there, and I'm like like you could just see it like teetering on the edges, like and she shaky handing that to me, and I'm like that shit ain't gonna come into my mouth.
Yeah.
She's like, you gotta drink a full teaspoon. I'm like.
I used to have that fucking. I don't even know what it looked like. It's a plastic
Yeah,
container. You filled it up.
yeah,
It was like cylindrical.
yeah,
And you filled up the cylinder to how much?
yeah,
Yeah, I fucking hated that thing. I think I'd have preferred the teaspoon.
yeah,
Because at least with the teaspoon, I know
yeah,
it's that one shot and done.
yeah.
But that fucking cylinder thing, you had to like
Ugh.
lock it back and wait for it to all flow out. And it would collect in a little scoop. And you had to get that out.
like
Jesus.
like going to the Chauncey's and getting the yard.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
trying to chug a yard.
Yeah.
You have to like position the boot properly and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chauncey's. So many bad memories.
Oh yeah.
But
People have to go, the fuck is Chauncey's?
anyway. Yeah, taking meds was no fun.
Yeah.
Except for Dimetap. I fucking love that shit.
Like I just wish like I would like my parent like to me just like okay like if how much medicine do I need? Oh, I need a shot glass. Just give me a fucking shot glass. Like even at 12,
Yeah.
I was like just put it in a shot glass. Why do I gotta take it off of a teaspoon? Like, just put it in a shot glass. So I know what I'll just take it to the head.
Yeah.
Like no, it's like but that's why it's like cause it's like to me it's just like well I don't want to drink it but I got to just
Yeah.
fire one back. It feels about the right amount.
Right.
Probably a little bit more than I needed, but I'm a big boy.
Yeah, I see what you mean about the shot glass.
Yeah,
But like I said, teaspoon I think would be good.
yeah,
Like I said, except for Dimetap, I love that shit. I hated all medicine as a kid too. Oh, I hated it.
Oh, so did I.
Especially the pink fucking penicillin. Fuzzy shit.
I mean, the worst, the absolute fucking worst, was when you had like an infected ear. Like you had that earache going, and they had to put that shit like with the dropper in your ear. Like I was never. Like I much rather suffer through the pain than like have that, because in my head it was Star Trek 2. I was getting the thing in my ear. I'm like,
Oh, he did that to me too. When I went to Sullivan, he fucking put that. I forget the name of the instrument. But anyway, it's some kind of curette. Anyway, it's just a long, thin thing with a little round hoop on the end.
yeah,
But it's tiny.
Yeah.
For your ear.
yeah.
But he used to go in there with that.
Ugh.
The wax out. And I'd feel pain.
Yeah.
Then they'd do a flush. And then they'd go back in with that thing and get
Yeah.
The worst.
And then these and I understand, like, it's supposed to be phenomenal for you. Like, these people with, like, these neti pots and, like, the shit that, like, they're blowing through their nose and, like, coming out the other nostril and shit. Like, good for you, but fuck you with that shit. Like, I'd much rather just suffer.
I used to know swimmers that did that all the time.
Yeah.
You get the metal bowl,
Yeah.
wet hot towel,
Yeah.
and almost boiling water.
No, thank you.
Stick their head under, cover their head with the whole towel, and just sit there and cough.
Yeah, but, like, I'm talking about, like they're putting the water in their nose.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I understand that. That makes sense to me. What you're talking about. I'm talking about these motherfuckers that are, like, blowing water up their nose and then blowing it back out to, like, clean out their nostrils and their sinuses and shit. like, yeah, like, that just sounds awful to me.
That does.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Yuck.
Yeah. I'd much rather suffer. Like, honestly, like, if you tell me, like, oh, you'll feel great. Like, also make me feel great, like a colonic. You don't have to be rushing out for that either.
Just handle
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I just feel so bloated. I'll take the prime rib.
Yeah, exactly.
Extra rare, please. It's time to cleanse.
I hate sick because I like the carriage in. I hate the thought that they made me sick.
Dude, if I pinpointed to where that was the place that made me sick,
Yeah.
I would never go back.
I know. That's what it hurts. I've gone there for wings. I've gone there for hoagies. I've gone there for all sorts of stuff. Always had good food. So I actually had high expectations for Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
And the fact that, like, at the end of the day, somehow I got food poisoning probably from that fucking prime rib hurts me to no end. Because it's like a betrayal. I get what you're saying, and you're right. Like, I shouldn't, but like I will, because like I've had other food there that's been very good. There's like a one-time exception. I feel like if I ever get sick there again, I probably will never go back.
Yeah.
But I mean, how often do I go to the Carriage Inn anyway?
Right.
Once, maybe twice a year.
Yeah, still.
Yeah. I used to go there more often because I live near there. Now that I'm in White Oak, that's too far of a drive.
Meanwhile, I drove like 30 miles today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too far to drive to the Carriage Inn, but I'm going to go all the way to Monroeville so I can get some sheets.
Right.
Because chili cheese dogs are worth it.
Chili cheese doubles.
Anything you like to add to the proceedings tonight, sir? This is going off the rails.
Way off.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
All right, well, I'm thinking. First, I want to thank our good friends at the Nerd Corner for hosting us last week, and everybody who showed up. That was phenomenal.
Yeah, thank you.
Great, had a great time, and We can't thank you enough for showing up. And I'm thinking going back December 11th. Because the problem is, I want to do it on the 18th, but I'm willing to bet you're going to be at Doug's Christmas party. Not Doug, Jared's Christmas party that day.
Probably.
Yeah. That's the week before Christmas.
Yeah.
And Jared usually has that Christmas party the Saturday before Christmas.
Right.
And with Christmas being on a Saturday, Jared's fucking me over. Thanks, Jared. No, I kid.
Yeah, it would be on a Saturday anyway, regardless.
Right. Right, I know.
You know.
Yeah. But so I'm thinking the 11th.
I'll have to look.
Okay. So tentatively, we're scheduling this for December 11th. It will be at the Nerd Corner. And that'll be fun shenanigans.
Yes, it will.
Yes. So again, I want to thank those guys, Keith and everybody. They do a fantastic job of hosting us. And I heard a rumor you pulled the trigger, and you're getting that
Yeah. I got
2,600
more. Well, I'm gonna do
payments.
payments.
Yeah, but still, I heard because I went in Sunday
Yeah.
because I wanted to trade in some games. I've got
That's if it's still available. I have to get. I haven't seen them all. I haven't even had a chance to get down there.
Well, I think he's pretty much because he told me on Sunday you were pulling the trigger, so I think he's like holding it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's gonna take me a while to pay for.
yeah, but still,
Little payments here and there.
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I want it.
Yeah, I can see,
I gotta look inside of it though.
I can see the look in your eyes that Saturday you were like, it was a look of lust and desire.
Yeah, some things I like, and that's something from my childhood that
Yeah.
I can remember. I can remember unpacking it.
Yeah.
At my dad's house.
I'll tell you now, he showed it to me from the inside. Mint.
Does it have the packing still?
Yeah,
The phone?
yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's cherry.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So you're getting a fine prize there, my friend.
Yeah.
But yeah, I stopped it. I traded some Xbox 360 games and got a really nice Haunting Greedo. It's made by Funko, but it's called Vinyl.
Okay.
It's a cool little set. But I want to stop in there tomorrow because I was stopping there today and he was busy, and then he was going to lunch. I didn't want to hold him up from lunch, so I left. But he has a bunch of starting lineups up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he had like a bunch of Cordells. So I'm gonna pick up one of those. He had a Merino I was looking at, but he wasn't going to give me any pricing.
Oh,
The guy who was like, I don't know. You have to wait till Keith comes back.
yeah.
I'm like, well, I ain't holding him up from eating.
Yeah.
You know, but I'll stop in there tomorrow. But yeah. So again, I want to thank those guys
Yeah.
and thank everybody who showed up: Stork, Tim, Peacock, the Beaver, the Hummingbird, Sarah. Everybody who showed up, we can't thank you enough. Greatly appreciate you coming out and supporting us. It's always nice. And I thought it was a great show. A lot of good conversation.
Yeah, it was good.
Remember, there are a number of different ways you can reach out and touch us. You can send us an email like Thad does every week that we don't read. But if you send us an email, we might read it. And that email address is pittsburghnerd@yahoo.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter. Just search Pittsburgh Nerd. Very easy to find. And we are a member of a number of podcasting networks. You can find us on the Tangent Bound Network, the Weeby Geeks Network, and the Pod Breed Network. Just give them a Google search and you can find all the other great podcasts they have to offer. And as always, I want to thank you, the listener, for checking us out each and every week. I can't thank you enough for that. And I can't thank you enough for those new people who are joining us now. I saw, I don't talk numbers on here, but I did see a very nice increase in our numbers for not the last episode, but the episode before.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of new people listening to us. And if you are some of our new listeners, we can't thank you enough for joining us. And as I say, be a friend, tell a friend.
Nice.
Yes. And on that note, the dreamer has awakened.
Peace.